Hello. I know. It is 11 o'clock on a Friday. Some of y'all are working. I took the day off for a me day because I feel like work has just been crazy. And I had a few things to do. So, I just wanted to come on here because I have 30 minutes to kill. And I have me some notes. I have four things to talk to you guys about, 4 success tips, okay? Take this with whatever you want. Take it with a grain of salt or apply it to your business and see how it works for you. I will say that anything you want to give it a try for 90 days. Yes, that's 3 months, but it's also one of those things of if you start and you document when you started and then you give it at least 90 days, you will be able to, okay, did this work for me or did it not work for me? Instead of giving it a week and say that it's not working. Hey, Michelle. And if it's not working for you, then that's fine. But give it a decent amount of time because a week, if we're being completely honest, you're not going to see changes with something in a week. You might see immediate results and then it may trail off. So the reason why I say is this 90-day is because you will truly be able to essentially track your success. Hey, Danielle. So I really hope this is in Live Lab. Yeah, we are. We're fine. I always instantly freak out. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. We're fine. So I'm going to go over these hopefully really quickly. So the first category, and this is just kind of keep me in line. And then also I wrote down my question of the week that I told you guys that, I'm here to answer questions that you guys may be having in your business or struggle points that you want to chat about, this, that, and the other. Let me lock my doors. We're in Fayetteville. I digress. So the question we had last week was overcoming fear of handing out samples in outings and then just in the general public. And I kind of also had some time to kind of think about this because I will say that going to a business I did, I made 5 sample packs just recently and dropped them off to an office. And I didn't hear anything from her that night, which I kind of left it as it is. And then I followed up with her the next day and I was like, hey, I just want to check and see, how did your girls think of the sample? What do they think of the samples? And kind of followed up with her that way. But I have realized that word vomiting, if I were to continue that text and say, we have this special this month, blah, 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 a paragraph long message, she's going to read it and she's going to move forward. So I did a quick one-liner, hey, what did your girls think of the samples? Left it at that. Let her respond. And then we had a conversation. So now it was that, what do we call, the click funnel? I know I'm going on squirrel and I always do this. So y'all bear with me, nothing different. But I ended up was then able maybe 5 messages later asking her, hey, we currently have this promo for the Air Quad. Okay. And I was able to get that out to her. But I have realized in the past that if you just send this, hey, I have this, 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 and this, they're instantly overwhelmed and they retreat. So, okay. The first one is customer service and relationships. Yes, this dives into giving more than you take, exceed the expectations, go the extra mile to delight your customers, and build loyalty. So I will say this right now, if you are not following up with your customers, you're doing your business a disservice, okay? And I say this because communication goes a long way. Just a simple, hey, how did you like this product? Instead of a simple a buy on the website and then you're done with, they're okay, I didn't even get a thank you from this. So, you definitely want to keep constant communication with your customers and basically nurture that relationship. So the next one is nurture your hosts. Turn regular customers into hosts. And then also that means that they're going to end up being loyal customers. So if you have someone that's purchasing from you like monthly, talk to them about being a host, to be like, hey, and not right out the gate. So they've purchased from you for like a few months, and then they're like decent orders, okay? So after they've purchased 1 or 2 times and it's been within like a month, hey, let me set you up with a shopping link so you can share with this. Or if they don't automatically bite off on that, because I have one customer who literally has spent over $150, and I'm like, chick, let me get you a shopping link. But then when like a year ago she had a grab bag, nothing was done with it, okay? So it's just having to figure out how your customers are going to respond to like a task. Does that make sense? So guide them, let them know that it's easy. I think a lot of people these days are like, there's too much involved in that. Because it used to be complicated. We don't like complicated things these days, okay? Build a strong team, nurture your future leaders. So if you are growing team members, I want to encourage you to reach out to them, connect with a certain group monthly, so that way you kind of have this one-on-one, essentially a monthly, check-in accountability. And that way, if they're responding to that, then you know that they're wanting to work, okay? If you have teamies that want to just place their order and be done with it, that is fine, okay? Just know that the ones that are wanting to engage and wanting to show up and wanting to build, you need to work with them one-on-one and truly foster that relationship. Marketing and sales is our second group for successful tips of running your business. We just got out of the social selling group. If those of you that took advantage of that group, it was bomb.com. It's still available. You can go in and join the group and then do all the leads or do all the lives at your leisure. You want to identify your target audience. So understand who your ideal customers are, okay? My people that I connect with are not going to be the same people you connect with. So you're going to you like different things, then I like different things. So the people that, enjoy working out, they enjoy getting up early, those are the types of people that I'm going to be connecting with because they're doing the same exact thing, okay? So those of you that love pets, okay, you're going to be able to have a stronger connection with someone who likes similar things to you. Create engaging content. The social selling group was phenomenal for this. Canva is great, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Do not get in the weeds of trying to have the perfect flyer. That's not necessary. Post a selfie with a product. Post a product in your hand with something that is in the background that people know that is your house. Like I did the other day, I posted my wax tray of wax cubes because I was changing out my wax. And that was my background because that's my little warmer station that I have set up in my house. So do something like that on your stories and posts, so that way people are continuously seeing this. Hey, Sierra. Utilize affiliate links. So share the links with your hosts and customers to track orders and sales. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you guys didn't watch the end of the month live that Heidi and Orville did talking about we are technically an affiliate, you need to go watch it, because the way they broke that down, the way they debunked this MLM direct selling company was gold, okay? Go watch their end of the month live for March, because they truly broke it down to a science that you can't, people are going to think that people are going to be negative. That's just that. I am currently in this let them theory mindset because I'm listening to the book. I have the book at home, but let them, okay? Let them and then let me. So, and that theory basically is, why am I allowing the negativity to take up space in my life? And then choosing how to respond to that, not getting upset over it, just let them, okay? I have, since reading this book or listening to this book, I have literally said let them probably 5,000 times, okay? But when I tell you that my mindset and my frustration towards somebody with the way that they respond to a certain situation, it's not like hindering it's not raising my blood pressure like it would have 6 months ago. So, I digress. Okay, so we're creating engaging content, which was said too, to post polls, post interactive things. That way you can get your customers engaging to your social media and your stories. I will say, the more frequent that you're posting on your stories, the more DMs you're going to have from somebody, because they're constantly watching your stories, okay? And I'm not saying post scentsy 24/7. That is absolutely not what I'm saying, because that's an ick. Okay, post the things that are going on in your life. Like, I'm waiting right here to go get waxed, and I'm sitting here with Starbucks, but I didn't get Starbucks. I had my shake. So something like that is not scentsy, that it's part of you, and that way people can connect with you a whole lot better than, oh, she sells scentsy. Host parties and events, host in-person and virtual parties. I haven't got used to the virtual parties because I'm still trying to figure out, I'm in a season, me personally, for trying to increase my customer engagement. Okay, so 2020, obviously when COVID hit, everybody was on social media. Everybody was online. It was just a thing, and the engagement was high, all this, that, and the other, because people had nothing to do. Okay, I still don't know how we're on a Friday and there's so many cars and so many, do people work now, or was everybody doing working from home? I don't know. Anyway, I digress again. So this is why I have to make a list, because if I don't, we squirrel and then we go off tangents, and then yes, I go off on a tangent way more than what I already have, but I'm staying on track. Okay, guys, you'd be proud of me. So, personalize your website. So make sure your Scentsy website reflects your personality and story. If you haven't updated your profile picture for your PWS, go do that now. And then also update your story. People will go behind the scenes, go onto your PWS, and they will find your story. And if it's something that, sorry, I hope I'm still here. If your story works on your PWS, they will end up instantly connecting with you and want to join this, or obviously purchase from you and or join you. There's some people that will, you'll never know that they're going to join, but they just go and join, okay? And it's solely because what you've got available on social media and or your PWS. Thank you, Scentsy, for doing our PWS. Be consistent. We hear this all the time. Regularly post on social media. Engage with your audience. I will say this right now. If you're not commenting on at least 5 people's stuff, and I'm not saying don't be inauthentic, unauthentic. Be authentic when you're doing this, okay? Keep track of what you're actually looking at on someone's social media. For me, I'm obsessed with babies, because I'm where did my baby go? So anybody that is posting a picture of a baby, I'm oh my gosh, can I just come hug her? That's just where I'm at, because my kid, I feel like he's a whole toddler, and I'm where did time go? Okay, so number 3, we have a few, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 things for category 3, which personal and professional development. Set goals and track your progress. I can't say this enough, because I didn't start this until I took my business off autopilot. So now I'm tracking things in my business. I'm tracking what is working, what is not working. I'm not just willy-nilly kind of going off the rails to make something work. I'm actually tracking it to see if it is benefiting my business or not. And then I also have my check-ins, my weekly check-ins on Friday with Chloe. So I send her a text and I'm hey, this is what I've got in my business. This is what's going on in my business. And these are my goals. So that's just something that I also do for myself, because that also allows me to self-reflect on what did I do wrong that week that could be changed this week. And if you don't want to do weekly texts, that's totally fine. If you want to do a monthly check-in, that's totally fine. I'm here for that. But I want you to be here for that. I can't make you, but I can ask. But if you don't want to answer me, that's totally fine too, because I don't care. If I don't care in the fact that you don't respond to me. If you don't, that's fine. I know that silence is is still a response, okay? And that's okay. I'm not bothered by that. That is fine. Okay, so now we are stay motivated and focused. Celebrate success, big and small, and maintain momentum. So any small achievement that you get in your business, I'm sorry, but that is a win and that is worth celebrating. So you should be celebrating it. And if you're not, start today. Invest in training and leadership development. Continuously learn and improve your skills as a consultant and a leader. Listen, personal development is something that I, especially within the I don't even know how long I've actually been in therapy, but since going to therapy, I have realized the inner works of you will absolutely change your life. Because nowadays it's like, well, they did this to me. Okay, well, what did I do for them to act that way? You know, like if you can be self-aware and you can continuously find things to develop your personal growth, I'm all for it. Like, there's not a day or not a week that I am not listening to some kind of audiobook that is for personal development or some kind of podcast that is for personal development. And I'll tell you this right now, the mindset shift of listening to something like that will truly change your world and truly change your mindset about life. Because life is negative, okay? And if you're constantly fueling your brain, love you, mean it. If you are constantly listening and hearing and seeing all of the negative things that is going on in this world, you're going to be negative. And that's just a fact. Like, there's no way around that. You're fueling yourself with negativity, so you're going to output negativity. And for me, I can be negative. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not, because I can be. But I will say, when I am focusing on positivity in the things in my life, I'm a much happier person. And I don't let the little things bother me as much as they would have when I'm not focusing on the positive things in life. Find the little glimpses of light. Find the little, shimmers that are going off in your world, because I promise there are some. You just have to look for them. Stay positive. That was my next one. I can't hone in on this one enough, because I truly believe that positivity works wonders. No, I'm not talking about being positive Polly 24/7. Like, yes, you can have your moments. And I'm not saying have those moments alone. Like, have them with someone. But find the glimpse of hope, okay? There's hope. Trust me. Okay, there's a few additional things, but I'm not going to take up too much more time because 11:30 hits and I got to go in there. Focus on the product. So we kind of got into, it's not selling, we're sharing. Let's just back up on that one, because yes, you kind of have to have sales type. Well, let me back up a little bit, because I'm not a salesperson. I don't do math in my head. But I know that I trust and believe in the product, and I absolutely love the product, so I'm going to share it. And then that's what ultimately gets people like, oh, what is that? Be authentic, share your genuine passion for Scentsy, and build trust for your customers. If you're not using the product, your customers are going to think you're full of you-know-what. And that's just that. So if you're not posting here and there of how you're using something or what you're using, it truly is going to affect all the things. Because if your customers aren't seeing you use the product, I don't know what else to tell you. Network and collaborate, connect with your Scentsy consultants and learn from their experiences. I will forever be a proponent of connecting with who you want to. And if they have something to offer, dive in. And I mean this from team aspect as well, okay? I absolutely 100% do not do possessiveness over a team, okay? I do not own my team, and nor will I ever make them think that I own them. That is not a thing. This is a collaborative effort in this business. Okay? And I will go to the grave saying that, because if you build a possessive culture in your scentsy team, there's going to be a toxic environment. I don't like toxicity at all. It can go out in the trash real fast, quick, in a hurry. So if you can connect with someone that is on a different scentsy team, or is that within your upline, connect with them. Don't hesitate to reach out. I've reached out to many consultants that are not on my scentsy team, and they are up further in the company. But I want to know their ways, and I want to know what they're doing, because I want to implement them and be successful. And also see if it works for me, and if it doesn't work for me, then it won't work for me. But that's okay. Last things last, and then I'm done. Utilize the scentsy tools. You have a team page. You have a workstation that is full of knowledge, and you have all the resources that you will ever need at your fingertips. So, I recommend, if you need to find something, you want to find something, search the workstation. If you can't find it on the workstation, then go to the team page, and then go to your sponsor, and so forth. Excuse me. I will say that the workstation can sometimes be a little difficult to use, but if you go to the news tab, the training tab, or the marketing tab, and you type in what you're looking for, 9 times out of 10 it's going to come up. And then I will say that under the training tab, you're going to have an FAQ for all the things. Go research it, okay? Hope I didn't scroll too much for you guys, but if I did, sorry, not sorry, that's just who I am. But yeah, I am about to head out. And those of you that are watching this and you want to get in on some business supplies, I need you to reach out to me, because I'm about to go get all the things. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, and I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Bye.